Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is your weekly reading for Sagittarius. How are you guys? Sag. Ooh, we got an Ace of Pentacles. Beautiful. I want to say welcome to the new viewers. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment away. Anything you need to know is below in the description under the videos. Ace of Pentacles. Ooh. This is someone who likes to plan and prepare. Yeah, we got someone who's very interested. They're investing. Someone investing in their pentacles too. Yeah, someone here is patience paying off too. Yeah, look at that. Look at the person who's curious. They want to know everything. This is a person who knows what you're doing, what you're up to. And in fact, this could be yourself, Sag. But this King of Pentacles is a person who just grounds themselves. This is someone who, like I say, they often like to plan and prepare. They focus a lot on their finances, so there's a lot of investment. So this is a need for patience. And then we have the person who's curious. Yeah. To me, this is a person preparing themselves for something financially. It's about laying down a foundation. Yeah, I see a communication. Often it's a heartfelt communication. This is someone who kind of follows their heart, you know, when they're ready. And that's what I feel. Someone here is just kind of preparing. Yeah, and it is about stability first and foremost. Yeah, it's an energy of someone being able to provide. Yeah, we got someone who's crushing on someone here. There's interest. There's curiosity. It's a person who wants to know. But this is an energy of patience. The right person waits till someone's ready. So it is calling for a little patience. They are very interested. In fact, they're going to reach out. They're going to want to know everything about you. Yeah. Could be this person that's kind of keeping tabs. They might be talking to people. See, it's all about laying a foundation. This is someone who's been looking at every little detail, looking at everything. There's a little apprehension. It's whether you're interested or not, too. That's also the energy. Communication energy. This is someone who, it has to do with laying the foundation. Someone hasn't done that yet. They're looking at it. They look at things very carefully, like very meticulous, every little thing. Yeah, it has to do with long-term stability. See, it's about being able to provide. Yeah. Yeah, the King of Swords comes out. This is an energy of some sort of truth. Someone speaking a truth. It's a person who's often a little skeptical. This is often someone who's been hurt, their sword's up, but this is a person who is very protective of what's theirs, a legacy, maybe a business. This is often family, money, but you can see someone's learned something here. Yeah, so someone may be learning that you're interested in them. That's what I think. Yeah, maybe that you're stable yourself, but ooh, tell me about this King of Swords. What is it? Oh, yeah. This is about being fair. This is someone who looks at things in a couple different ways before they make a decision, but it's about fair. It's about harmony. This is someone who prepares. It's about someone who wants to go about things the right way. They're very particular and often even a little picky. But it's about coming in right, doing things the right way. See, this person sees there's a right way and there's a wrong way. But this is someone who sees you in a favorable light. Yeah. It's all about justice and being fair. Yeah. You got a person who's in their feels. The King of Cups. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you can see this is someone who's been crushing and maybe crushing for a long time, because this is a person who is focused more on their money, their finances. They could have run a family business or be the head of a family. And they have I don't mean family as in having children. They could still be providing for children. But like I say, it's about coming in right, and it's about trying to be fair. This is often someone who can be a little judgmental. Yeah, but this is someone who sees truth. They have experience. Yeah, so this is because of their experience. They want to go about things the right way. Like I say, there's a right way and a wrong way. So this is a person who's probably been crushing on you for some time. Yeah, or you may be finding out this too. You may be talking to people, but it has to do with curiosity, wanting to know everything. This is when you know someone's truly interested, when they want to know everything about you, your life, your family, your history. Do you have children, your childhood, all these things. So because it is an energy of communication, but the right person waits. This is someone who knows the right person waits till someone is ready. So it's saying to be a little patient. And I know some of you have been patient for years. Well, it's all about whether someone's right for you or not too. Yeah. But this is often someone who's been crushing on someone for a long time, maybe even telling people. But like I say, if you are the person who's curious, I wouldn't be surprised, Sag. Yeah. But like I say, just take it how it resonates. Tell me about the Knight of Cups. What is the Knight of Cups going to do? Yeah, see, they're planning, preparing, hoping for the best. It's all about goals, things that this person needed to achieve. So this is someone who's been on this path, playing the field, maybe dating here and there. But I feel like this is someone who really has goals that they need to achieve. They need to do what's right for them. And the right person will wait till this person's ready to tell them how they feel. But I wouldn't be surprised this is someone who's been in love with someone for a long time, or crushing where it's now growing into love. But it's all about this energy. See, this is someone who wasn't available at some point. They maybe come across as cold. They weren't really available. So it has to do with the truth. There's going to be truth. This is someone who's likely going to tell you, because it's a person who generally comes in and speaks truth, and it's often a confession. But it's someone who's having to do what's right for them. See, this is, and the Pentacles being time. It wasn't the right time. And it could be someone who was still providing for their children. Waiting till their children are off on their own. When they see you, set them free. The Freedom card, Six of Wands, setting the children free when they go off on their own. Now this person feels ready. Yeah. Could be just a crush, like I say, ready for love. Yeah, you can see some of you may have crossed paths with this person. They were still providing for their children. Definitely it's someone who longs for love. Yeah. But it is an energy of this path they've been on. This person's now free. They're kind of free to explore, so they want to explore this. They've been exploring their feelings, looking at how they feel about this situation. And now it's about crossing paths, coming together. See, it's about going down this path. So someone at that crossroads. See, this is someone who's had to make choice. They had to do what was right for them. To me, it looks like they weren't emotionally available. They weren't available. It doesn't mean they weren't emotionally available, but they weren't available. Timing wasn't right. Tell me more about the King of Cups. What is this person's intention? See, this is about intentions. Yeah, see, they're building a strong financial foundation, a house and a home. It's about being able to provide. See, it's someone who probably felt they couldn't provide. Yeah. Yeah, the King of Pentacles is a natural born provider, so they are the provider. And it could be where they run a family business, a family business here, they have people to provide for. Yeah, responsibilities. But the King of Wands or the King of Cups is right here. See, a house and a home, the love of home and family. This is someone who has a love of home and family. So it is a reason to celebrate. There's some sort of celebration. I think we got some young people leaving home, going off on their own path, their own journey. You see, this is often the journey when you set those children free to go off on their own. But I feel like you may have crossed paths with this person when they were still kind of on that path. But this is someone who's free. See, they're now ready to explore their feelings. Yeah, this is someone who's taken a pause. They put the shoe on the other foot, how the other person feels. Yeah. Yeah. But it's like I say, that little moment of truth. They have a whole different perspective. See, it's all about love. This is someone who's definitely... Yeah, so someone who's likely been kind of checking in on you here and there. So someone who'll kind of look at you and often kind of look away because they're not really ready. But this is about a love of home, home and family. Yeah. But it is about love, a bond, a connection. See, two people connecting. See, they want to explore this connection. Yeah. I think this is someone who's been crushing and loves someone for a long time. But they had to do what was right for them. Tell me about the 6. There it is coming out. Yeah. You can see there's been a lot of growth, change, financial change. This person's ready for change. Yeah. They've thought things through. They choose their battles, see? And they also choose their words wisely. So this is someone who's definitely, you can see going from the Page to the Knight. So there's something being learned here. But it's also an energy of someone who chose their battles. It's a person who likes to keep everything balanced, things very calm. Yeah, they like to keep their life very balanced. This is someone who can often get thrown off balance easy. I can see what this person's doing here. Yeah, they've thought things through. They're choosing their battles. They're going to take decisive action. Yeah, they've thought this through long and hard too. Yeah, they see things from a whole different perspective. I think this is someone who's been checking in on you, maybe talking to people. It could be near you, close to your neighborhood. I wouldn't be surprised this is someone who's moved and relocated too. Yeah. Yeah, you can see schedules, routines, lifestyle. There'll be necessary changes. Day-to-day life patterns, habits, behaviors. This person's quite strict and structured. Yeah, they're quite structured. A lot of self-discipline. But you can see they've learned something. See, they've learned. This is someone who knows they've learned the hard way too. Yeah. Yeah, it's all about making sure you're on the same page, some sort of an agreement. So there's some sort of an agreement. Looks like a house, a home. Someone's foundation, but this person definitely has a love of home and family. So I do see family, very family oriented. But it has to do, it's trying to tell me something else about this person's day-to-day life. Yeah, they do spend a fair bit of time at home. But I do see some sort of an agreement. Making sure you're on the same page. Yeah, this is someone who made a decision, a judgment. Somebody judging a book by its cover. This is someone learning. They learn. This is somebody who, you know, this is someone who puts a lot of effort into learning new things too. Yeah, this person's wise. I feel they're maybe educated or self-taught. Could be even someone who's in that energy of, their path is all about money, stability. This is someone who just wasn't able to provide. They were still providing. It could be alimony, child support, things like this. See, they're unable to build the foundation, but they have been keeping tabs on you unless you're the person who's curious about them. Because I do see this wanting to know everything. See, this is when you know someone's serious too. And when they're sincere, they want to know everything. Yeah, judgment. It's out with the old, in with the new. So this is new habits, patterns, a whole new life. This person's ready for change. Yeah, there's definitely an attraction. They'll tell you the truth. There's a lot of attraction, a lot of desire. They find you attractive. And I do think this is somebody who's made a lot of changes in their life too. They're very structured. Like this is someone, when they make up their mind to do something, they do it. Yeah, but it's about committing to this path. Someone here was unable to commit. Yeah, you can see this is somebody who's kind of gave up on love at some point too. They felt pretty beat up, but they're not a quitter. Yeah, see, 8 of Wands, 9 of Wands, letting go of all that baggage. But I'll tell you what it is. It's about being reliable. This has to do with someone being able to be reliable. Yeah, see, a judgment, a little healing too. It could be someone who definitely wasn't over, maybe a divorce or a breakup. when you cross paths with this person. But I can tell you, this person, they really find you very attractive, like there's desire and attraction. It's all about love. This is somebody who definitely, I do think they reminisce about this too from time to time. And I wouldn't be surprised they're keeping tabs on you, but it could go the other way. Yeah, this person's had a lot of disappointments. A lot of disappointments along the way. It's all temporary. It's something they've overcome. See, they don't give up. This is also someone who kind of felt defeated too. They felt kind of defeated, especially if they went through a divorce and they weren't quite over it when you cross paths. But they are about to make a choice. Yeah, they're a little bit nervous. Yeah, this is someone being a little bit nervous here. See, it's all about their feelings coming to the surface. Yeah. Yeah, they've had a lot of disappointments. Person could have been giving you mixed messages and mixed signals, but like I say, it can go the other way. If it's not nervous, it's often just a person who has been kind of keeping you hanging, and it could be too where they put the shoe on their foot feeling disappointed. Yeah. Yeah, this person's an emperor. I kind of got the vibe already, because that's this person's goal, is to be the emperor, to be completely financially stable, to have everything, to be able to provide. So yeah, if you have a person who hasn't stepped up to the plate, because this is about someone stepping up to the plate, I wouldn't be surprised if some of you have a choice between two, because I definitely see a lot of disappointments, and this is someone who feels defeated. They feel like giving up. Yeah, see, feeling a little apprehensive, uncertain. So this could be someone who's been keeping you hanging and hasn't stepped up to the plate. The Emperor is someone who doesn't give up. This is someone who'll step up to the plate. Yeah, it has to do with the person who's, I think this has to do with being single. See, this is someone who kind of gave up, thought they were just going to be single forever. And then they cross paths with you and they aren't ready. They're unable to provide. They certainly can now, because you can see they've achieved goals. They've stayed on this path. This is someone who's not a quitter. Emperors don't give up. I think this is someone who feelings come to the surface, not sure how to express themselves or what to say. So I do think this person may be coming in to apologize. I feel this person knows that they've disappointed you. Unless you've got two, which I feel could be. See, it has to do with someone who needs to step up to the plate, to lay the foundation. This is often someone laying the foundation. And if you have a choice, you may be actually looking at this. Someone here may not be right, because this is often someone who kind of feels like they just want to stay single. See, they have what they need. Yeah, there's just been a lot of, to me, this is someone who's felt literally defeated. They felt beat up. They literally gave up. And then, of course, then you come in and then the spark is there. I think this is someone who's been holding on to a torch here. People do this, right? They hold on to a torch. And the older you get, the more patient people become. And, of course, our paths change. But this is a person who definitely knows they need to be the one to make it happen. Yeah. I kind of feel like you got a person who feels kind of protective here. Someone who feels like someone's theirs. This is my person. And they've been planning and preparing for this. And that's why I kind of feel you may have crossed paths with someone else who hasn't stepped up to the plate. Someone who keeps you hanging. But if they're the person that did it, it's apology. Yeah, it's all about cooperating, compromising, going down this path, you see. Yeah, there is the energy of 3. So during this time, this person's often protective. They protect what's theirs. See, their friends, their family, people are loyal. Emperors expect loyalty. So there's someone here who may have been deceptive and wasn't loyal. It's not the emperor. It has to do with, and I'm not saying emperors are all perfect, but this is definitely, does not feel like emperor energy. This feels like somebody else. Some of you have had a lot of disappointments, but if this person disappointed you, it bothers them. They likely want to come in and tell you the truth. Yeah. Sometimes it's people have a lot of weight on their shoulders. They're under a lot of pressure. See, if this is someone providing, this is a business owner there. What they have to do is be strict and structured because lots of people rely on this person. See, a lot of people rely on them. So like I say, maybe they felt disappointed too. But there's the Queen of Cups. See, this is an energy of someone who's open. I see kindness, compassion. See, there's been definitely the feeling of defeat. This person has no intentions of being defeated. Emperors don't give up. So this does feel like another person. Yeah. If you've had someone who was manipulating or just like keeping you hanging and you're the person giving up, because I see the Queen of Cups giving up. Someone giving up. The Emperor's not a quitter. This isn't someone who gives up. I see what's going on, yeah. But they were at that point too. I can see it. But look at that, crossing paths, coming together, doing things together. They need to make something happen. But if you did cross paths with another person and they haven't followed through, I wouldn't be surprised this Emperor made that happen. Because they are protective. They're someone who protects what's theirs. It's like this person already feels like you're their person. This is my person. Tell me more about this Emperor. Tell me more about the Emperor. What is this person's intentions? You know, they want the Empress. They want this person who's open, available. You know, their goddess, their person, their one. Someone that, so you both bring something to the table too. See, this is two people who have a lot of skills. They bring a lot of skills to the table. See, it's about teaming up. They actually want to team up. You know, you've got something in common, and it could be where you've both just been defeated, you know, deceived, because I do see a lot of things being learned by talking to people. Yeah, the Empress is open, available. This is someone who keeps their life very balanced as well. So I'm just going to put that here. Tell me about the Queen of Cups. I see kindness, compassion, a person who's open, available. But like I say, they could have someone who kept them hanging, and you may have had someone who kept you hanging. It's almost like they put the shoe on the other foot, how the other person feels. Because we've got the King and Queen of Cups here, yeah? This is putting all the cards on the table. They see the bigger picture. See, it's putting all the cards on the table, but they get it. This is about happiness. This is about planning a future. This is someone, they see you in their future. They see you in their future. They've been planning and preparing this. Why is this person so slow, though? Like, to me, it's like they just felt like giving up. But I do feel, because of the crossroads, this too, some of you have a choice. So I wonder if this is someone who's learned that you've also had someone keeping you hanging, or felt defeated, like giving up. See, the Emperor and the Empress are two people who come together. They team up. They work together to go down this path. To me, it's about not admitting defeat. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, look at all this time in between. See, things calming down, applying lessons learned. See, being wiser. Definitely it's an energy of maturity. It doesn't mean it's older people. It just means mature. People who've been through a lot. But this is about things calming down. See, time in between, things calming down. Happier days ahead. There's light at the end of the tunnel. So this is someone, these are two people who are the same. They've learned something that you have in common. You're both the same. You don't give up. You keep moving forward. You overcome. See, it's about not giving up, not being defeated. The Emperor's not about to be defeated. But if there was another person coming in, this person feels protective of you, like you're their person, they are probably the one that made this person move on, because it's about avoiding someone. It's being careful who you trust. Because there might be someone here who's asked you out, do you want to go for a cup of coffee and do something? I'm not saying the Emperor could never be serious. It just doesn't feel like their energy. I feel like this is someone who, like, you both have been disappointed. You both have felt defeated, but neither one of you are giving up. The Emperor and the Empress don't give up on what it is they want, their journey, their path. See, this is the journey two people have been on. And look at the victory. There's going to be a victory. This is truth. Yeah, there's light at the end of this tunnel here, but I see time in between. There's been some time here. Yeah, I feel like they're just not admitting defeat. The Emperor's not admitting defeat. They're not giving up. They're moving forward till they achieve that goal because they want to be able to provide. They want to be able, they see the bigger picture, like they see you in their future. They see you in that future. And they're seeing nothing but victory. Tell me more about this King of Swords, because it is coming from this person. Yeah, see, this is someone who's also been hurt. Often this is why they're protective. Not only their heart, everything they worked for. It's someone who's probably been deceived before, because emperors expect loyalty, and so do empresses, right? That's the energy. But this is someone who, and it could be where somebody hurt you, and it could be bothering them too, where they want to tell you the truth. If it's still bothering you, where this person avoided you. And it is possible that they did. Yeah, there's been hurt, like they're learning that there's been hurt. Yeah, it's all about this harmony, making things right. I think this is someone who wants to make things right with you. If they are someone who hurt you, it definitely wasn't this person's intentions. And I wouldn't be surprised at someone who wasn't over something. And I definitely can see the working, somebody, especially if it's a business owner, they have a lot on their plate, a lot of weight on their shoulders. This person's someone who can literally overcome anything, though. Literally overcome anything. And that's why I feel like their energy. But it's like they see that in the Empress. These are two people, when they team up, they can overcome anything. And that's why I feel if they did hurt your feelings or hurt you, disappointed you, they're going to come in and make it right. Because it would be bothering them with the 9 of Wands, 10 of Wands. This person there may have been someone who projecting what someone else did onto you, which often means a bad decision. But it is an energy of healing and releasing it all. Yeah, it's someone who kept someone waiting, keeping them hanging. This is often where, the Empress decides, and see the Queen of Cups, someone who's now open. So this is an energy of someone who's now open to other offers and opportunities. But win or lose, this person's coming in. I do think you'll say yes to this if you are that Empress energy, the Queen of Cups. This is someone making themselves available, tired of waiting, feeling the ship has sailed. But I'm going to be honest, during this time in between, it does look like someone else has tried to come in. But I don't feel like that's something going anywhere. See, I just see disappointment after disappointment. To me, there's a mutual energy between you as well. Look at the cup. See, they're coming in offering up the cup. They're going to give you their cup. They're going to tell you the truth, how they feel. I still feel this is the person who's loved you for a long time, a crush holding a torch. And it's possible you've been holding a torch for this person. Sometimes, the heart wants what the heart wants, and often people do wait. But eventually I do see this someone waiting for someone, feeling really disappointed, feeling defeated, just kind of feeling like giving up, and in comes another person. But I feel like that likely didn't go anywhere. Yeah, because you can see, and I do think this is someone who keeps tabs, or they talk to people, how you're doing, what you're up to, because I do think this is someone who truly cares. But they definitely weren't emotionally available there. So there it is. You might not see this coming, because I can see this is someone looking forward. Looking forward. And here comes the cup. You have something to look forward to, whether you know it or not here. Yeah. See, it's all about the start of something new. It all has to do with this path. It all has to do with being on the same page, some sort of an agreement. If you had an agreement with someone and they didn't follow through, that would be where some of you felt defeated, where you were going to wait for someone till they were ready. Because the right person does often wait till someone's ready. But the thing is how long does a person wait? And I do feel someone came in, it didn't go anywhere. See, disappointment after disappointment. I don't think you're going to see this coming, though. They're coming in to speak a truth. This is a person who feels protective of you. Like, they see you as their person, as the one. This is someone who's not going to let somebody come towards you. And that's why I feel for some of you, this person knows who this is. They made that happen. I mean, I'm just seeing someone here who's very wise. Yeah, see, strategizing and executing their plan. See, this is someone who's been strategizing and planning, preparing. They're getting ready to execute it. They're about to tell you. Because it is a person who's strategic. So there it is. Yeah, some of you maybe already know. If you aren't aware of this now, you're going to become very aware. But it's your intuition. See, the heart wants what the heart wants. And that's what I'm seeing here. Someone just waited and waited for this person and then just felt like giving up. When you're just about ready to give up, here they come. Yeah, they're coming in with this energy. And it's funny how that just fell out there. Yeah, it's a person who knows what they want. And if you have a choice and all of a sudden you find yourself with a choice, comparing one to the other, nothing ever compares to that one, right? That's what this is all about. This person's very charming, very funny. See, it's all the energies of the Emperor. This is someone coming in, see, trusting their inner knowing. Someone truly cares. This is a person who really cared about someone, because I do see a lot of kindness, compassion, and a lot of patience, a lot of patience. See, when the Empress is patient, the Empress achieves their own goals. They kind of go down their own path, and they just achieve all their own goals while they're waiting. They're not really wasting time. So there it is. King of Wands. Yeah, somebody who may be quite well known in the community, the Star, but you can see there's something very mutual. See, this is two people feeling kind of the same. Yeah, never give up on love or your person, you know. But like I say, it all depends on your situation. Some people will wait, but still, you know, maybe even explore other options, but still kind of still have holding out for hope for that one particular person. But look at that. See, there is hope here, that the feelings are mutual. Do they love me? Do they not? Do they feel the same? But this is just this person executing their plan. And I'm going to tell you, even with the Empress energy here, that this is someone comparing. Nothing compares. Look at, there it is. There's movement, gaining momentum. See, things speeding up, opportunity coming in. Very spontaneous, suddenly out of the blue. Some of you won't see this coming. Look at that. See an Aries energy here too. It may be some Scorpio for some of you, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You may have these elements in your charts too, but look at that. It's time to spontaneous. It's time to risk it. Time to take a leap of faith. It's time to go down this path. Yeah, some Leo energy as well. So this is strength and confidence, kindness and compassion, and possibly forgiveness. See, this is someone who's, what this person sees is someone who's kind, compassion, understanding. So there's been disappointment, but this is about forgiveness and understanding. Something was understandable. For some of you, there was a mixed messages and even a misunderstanding. Because there's going to be a truth. Yeah. A lot of mutual energies, a lot of hope here. So it's up to you to decide that they are executing a plan, something a long time in coming. Bye for now.